Hey everyone, it's Kay, Aquarius Oracle Tarot. Just wanted to do an oracle reading today, timeless oracle reading. For whoever finds it when they find it, this message is for you. We'll just look at some present life challenges spread, which is about 5 cards. I'm going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle, which I've never used before. It's a beautiful deck. It's from Frederick Calandini. Spirit Animal Oracle. Even the little booklet is like really pretty, right? It's got like this beautiful horse spirit on there. And I'm drawn to spirit animals, and just animals in general. I think that we can really observe a lot of animals and just realize how they live on instinct. So they're not really caught up in a lot of the thoughts that we get caught up in as human beings. And I'm not saying that that's better than being a human or anything like that. I'm just saying, when you put yourself into an animal's sort of mind, you're putting yourself into an instinctual place. And so that's what I really like about spirit animals and all of that stuff. There's a great book by Ted Andrews. It's called Animal Speak. It's a wonderful reference on spirit animals. And I've had some spirit animal, dreams and visions of certain animals in my time. And, typically they're very powerful when I have these particular dreams. And there's been a couple of them. But I'm not here to really talk about me. I'm here to give y'all a message. So present life challenges. So the first card I'm going to pull is the Tiger. Okay, this is like this gorgeous tiger, and he represents assertiveness. So with the tiger, I just really feel like maybe you need to think about your physical health, because like the tiger is like, I think of prowess, I think of the predator, I think of the hunter, but also the family, the tiger that has their cubs and they're nurturing their cubs. And I just think that right now, physically, you could use a little bit more assertiveness, like with your health, whether it's changing your diet, getting more exercise, whatever the case may be. The tiger can't afford to be lazy because the tiger hunts for his meals, right? So physically speaking, we need to be working on your strength and your assertiveness in going after that physique, right? So maybe you're kind of thinking about it. You're not really sure what to do. You could be in a place where you have a long way to go physically, or not very far to go physically. But it really doesn't matter, because what you really need is the assertiveness of the tiger spirit to get you moving, right? Getting after it, getting after the prey, getting after your goals, getting after, those physical goals of being healthy and eating right and exercising and all of those things. And so the second card, the bear is caring. Is it? Makes me think of Care Bears kind of in a way. But realistically, this is kind of like for your career. Okay, so the first card, Tiger, assertiveness, we're talking about your physical health, what you need to be doing to improve your physical health. And now we have the bear. So the bear is actually very special to me. The bear is one of my spirit animals. And when I think of a bear, I think of, because of my experience with my spirit animal, I think of Mama Bear. I think of, again, like that need to be protective, caring is the word that's associated with this. And that's why, because the mama bear cares, right? She loves her cubs. She is going to do anything to keep them safe and protect them. And there's like that ferocity that comes with the bear, with the mama bear, right? Or even the daddy bear. So it doesn't need to be mama bear necessarily. It's just that fierceness with which you are willing to put yourself out there for your family and loved ones. And the thing is I think with your career, you need to maybe put some things not on hold, but maybe reassess the priorities in your career, right? So like, I think your family has maybe been giving you some pressure to improve your physical health, and maybe you're a little bit stressed out in your job, but you're not willing to bend. Like, I know that your job is your livelihood and everybody's got to work, but it's taking a toll on you, and your family has been kind of on you to maybe work less hours, or maybe take a step down, maybe. If that's happening, I don't know. But that's kind of the feeling I get. I get the feeling that it's like you need more of this tiger assertiveness to improve your health, and you need this caring bear spirit to remind you of why you need to take care of your health. Because your job is always going to be there, and there's going to be somebody to replace you when you're gone, right? So it's more important for you to take care of you, your family, and your health. Because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, right? And the bear is like, they want you to be there to be ferociously caring for their family, not, working, overworking, sacrificing your health through stress, just for productivity's sake. I mean, we don't want that. So I'm just kind of going to go along with card number 3. The dolphin. Playfulness. Look at that dolphin. So the dolphin is sort of kind of like where we've got your love situation, your romantic love situation. And again, I'm getting this, it's very work related in a way that it's like, physically you need to take a step back so you can take care of your health. Your family is more important than this job, and your relationship requires the playfulness that you used to have to survive this, right? To get through this situation where maybe you had an event happen, right? Maybe you had like a health scare. You're working a lot of hours. You're trying to support your family, all of these things. And then your relationship is kind of taking a hit too, because you're so stressed out. You're so, wrapped up in what's going on at work all day that you're not taking time to be playful with your mate, your lover. And also if you're lacking in a relationship, you're going to need to put down the career a little bit to be able to give some time to somebody and show them that they're special to you and communicate that with them. Dolphins are all about the communication. So for some reason, you're lacking in the ability to communicate this to somebody, and maybe you're after a person for a relationship, or maybe you're looking for love and you don't know what you're doing wrong. Well, I can tell you that if you spend all your time at work, and there's not a lot of people at work that are changing much, you're not going to meet somebody, and you're not going to be able to pursue something if you don't have time to go on and court them, or, do things with them, make them feel special, make them feel loved. So again, it's really important that you take that step back. I'm really kind of getting this theme of like, you're maybe a little bit of a workaholic, and maybe other things in your life have suffered for a long time for that, like your personal health, your family life, your love life, right? These things all kind of go on hold because you are, doing the work thing. And then the next card I get for you is Elephant. So we've got the Elephant Oracle card, and that's resoluteness. Okay. So this is kind of like an interesting depiction. It's got like the eye there, and then the trunk comes down here in the front. So it's like this really close up of the elephant eye and nose. And when I think of an elephant, I think of their, the memory of an elephant, right? I think of they grow very old. They, again, are very involved in their family. And the family dynamic of elephants is extremely interesting. They care for each other and each other's children, and they travel together. They typically have, like the matriarch, and there's a patriarch and all of that stuff. Like, it's very strong family ties. And the resoluteness is just that they are like unshakable, right? They're going to go after it. And in terms of, financially and all of that stuff, I feel like you're committed to having stability financially, but there's also a way to make some adjustments. Like, you have to make the adjustments for your family, because the resoluteness isn't just about keeping things flowing in your financial world. The resoluteness is also about, let me remember what's most important. Let me stick with that. Let me commit to that. And, if the commitment is to finances, then you realize that there will be some other sacrifices. So you can't have it all both ways and all of that stuff. It's like, you have to find time for both, and you can find time for both, but you've got to do that. You've got to decide to do that. And then once you commit to that, you will get that balance. You will be able to spend that time with your family and still be able to provide for them and still be able to care for them. That stuff doesn't just magically go away because you're caring about yourself more. And some of us forget that, I think. It's really easy to forget that. So what do you really want, viewer? What is it that you really want out of this experience, right? What are your hopes and dreams? The whale card. Okay. I've got this beautiful whale just kind of like hanging out, and the whale is representing harmony. And when I think of a whale, I think of the whale song, how they sing to each other, how they know where they are. They mate, they have their young, they feed them, like any other mammal does, in this magnificent way under the water. They're these large, magnificent creatures. They're graceful, even when they're, moving through the water and all of that stuff. So to me, when I think about your hopes and dreams for the future are this harmony, then of course you need to find your tiger spirit and take control of your physical health. Be assertive and make sure you make time for your physical health. You need to be caring. You need to be the caring, like mama bear sort of spirit. And you need to remember that your family is more important, and that, you can't keep yourself away from your family for a career, because your career is going to move on after you're gone. Your career is not who loves you, who cares about you. Your career is where you make your money. It's where you get your support from, but don't let that take you away from the important stuff. And it's why you need to pay more attention to your relationships, why you're wanting this playfulness, this romance in your relationship, or if you don't have a relationship, why you're seeking it. It's because there's more to life than work. There's more to life than work. And the elephant resoluteness, yes, you're committed to being successful, and yes, you're committed to making the money, and yes, you're committed to supporting your family, but your family needs you too. Or else, they're not going to have you if you don't do the health thing, if you don't cut back on the stressful work and all of that stuff. And when you do all of those things and you tap into those spirits, you're going to get your harmony. You're going to get the balance that you've been looking for, and wondering why every time you work harder, things get more and more off balance. Well, there's a lot more to success, and there's a lot more to happiness than just working and making money. And, I think a lot of us have started to realize these things through, just life experience. And hopefully, if you haven't gained that wisdom through life experience, I hope that this message helps you do that. I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope that it's helpful. So thank you so much for viewing, viewer, and I hope you like and subscribe. I hope that you come back and check out more of my Timeless Oracle readings, and I hope that they keep resonating with you. Thank you so much.